Good morning, guys. How's your world? How is your world? You're in mine now. Isn't that nice? It's a great place to be, isn't it? Steve's world. What do we got today? Oh, look what we did. Are you believing this, guys? Joe's sugar now, 25 pounds, is $13.98. Oh, that's $14 for a 25-pound bag. Come on, guys. Really? Do you know what Rural King's at now? 70 cents a pound. That used to be my go-to place, Rural King. Not anymore. They priced themselves out of the game. And all of this sugar is getting to be crazy. Us beekeepers need cheap sugar. Now, I took Miss Daisy for breakfast, and then we took a jolly ride to Walmart. She needed some trinkets. And so, we went in style. Yeah, 2019 Ford F-150. Oh, look at here. Spare tire. Yeah. She got picked up a roofing nail, guys, on the inside. Hooked it on somehow on the inside, and that constitutes a brand new tire. There was 18,000 miles on that tire, and Miss Daisy was smart, and she took out a little insurance policy on these tires when she bought the truck. Yeah, she got a little package, so we're getting a free tire, guys. We're getting a free tire for this ride. I don't know how long that deal goes. But, yeah, she said, I got an insurance. I said, how cool is that, Miss Daisy? She said, it's very cool, because I don't want to spend this $300 and some tire. Now, this little can right here, guys. Let's get a little measurement on this can. This can here. It's not a bad way to go, guys. Not a bad way to go. It's basically 24 inches high, and it's not quite, it's about 17 on the inside, 17. But what you want to do for a small time beekeeper like me, this is not a bad way to go. Get a contractor's bag. And this one's got all kind of holes in it. So I'm going to throw it away. And let's just get a nice little fresh one here. The beauty of this is, guys, your sugar don't get all lumpy. This thing, for some reason, even though you're in a metal can over here, right? These nice hefty contractor bags line your that bag I just threw away, guys. It's been in here for about 2 years. So yeah, we got a nice fresh one here. And what you want to do is get yourself a nice heavy-duty feed scoop like this. And here happens to be a dollar store bucket, little mop bucket. And right here, just so happens to work out to right here, this lip is 10 pounds. I dropped a 10-pound bag of sugar in here, and it ends up being right here. So this is a nice little measuring thing. So what I do is I go in the house, I draw off hot water. See here, it's a 1-to-1 mix. And I usually tote back 2 of these at a time. But to feed all my bees, I need 30 pounds. So yeah, so I'll get 2 buckets of water. I'll come back and get two buckets of sugar. And then I'll come back and take the 2 buckets, and I'll get 1 of each. And that gives me 30 pounds of 1-to-1 mix. 30 pounds of sugar, that is. But then you're putting in, you know, you're putting in 10 pounds of water. They both weigh about the same. So I got to feed some bees, but let's go in the woods. I got something to show you in the woods. I'm in the woods. Here's my tree stand setup. Works out pretty good. It's an API. It's an API stand. When I first bought it, I've had this thing for, I probably had this stand for 15 years or more. And what it's got kind of like a motorcycle chain type of deal on it here. And when I first bought it, they had a real chintzy shrink wrap on it. And it started breaking, crumbling. It got brittle. This one's getting there. I mean, it only took about a year and a half and started getting brittle and actually bursting open. And this one has seen a lot of tree action, so hopefully they're still in business. I don't know. I haven't been there in a long time, but anyway. But I just got a mule tape here. Okay, this is my haul line that I bring my bow up on right here, and I just clip it over here. And what I did here, I had some 80-pound mono, and so I don't lose these clips. I tied it on here so you don't lose the clips, because you could drop one of these in the dirt. These clips, these pins come out on both sides, top and bottom down here. They come out, and you just adjust it up the angle that you want. On the bottom one, I cock it up a little bit, but see, as you climb, the tree gets skinnier, so this starts leveling off. So time I get to my hunting height, okay, it is level. Very comfortable to stand. I mean, you got to keep an eye on it, because the limb rats, gray squirrels, will chew on stuff, so you got to keep an eye on things. This is my safety line right here, and you need one of these. And this actually has, this is really weird too, when you come up on this thing in the morning and your spotlight hits this, there's a reflective, this stuff in here is reflective, and it looks like it's all lit up. It's like a friggin' Christmas tree. But here's a Persic knot on there. HHS Lifeline is the name of this. You can get these online. It's got a Persic knot here. This thing has got a really super duty, heavy duty carabiner that hooks into my safety vest. I wear a safety vest, and it's got right here in the top, comes out. So if you should fall out, you're moving this Persic knot up as you go, and then pulling it down as you descend. And if you should slip, trip, whatever, and come out of this thing, this safety line has got you. And I would like to go a tad higher, but there's a limb over there in the way I'd have to saw out. But I was in here the other day, and I've only hunted twice in here, and I didn't see nothing the first time. So far I've got like 8 hours in this stand, and then a spikehorn came in. He's a small deer. I don't plan on shooting him. I don't plan on shooting any does. But anyway, this helped a lot too. You see this? I picked up this chunk of camoed burlap at Walmart. And actually, when I get to my height, this is down low enough to here, so I can actually move my feet around in there and the deer won't see me. But without this little curtain, if you do one little fault, one little movement of your feet, because you're constantly, adjusting yourself, you're standing up, you're sitting down, you're moving around. And then I threw these in here too, and all these are is a little piece of PVC pipe, and I poked a hole through there, and then I zip tied these on. So this is a little extra camo in front of you. You can't have it too high, because you'll be in the way of your bow. Because when you pull this bow, now if you're shooting a crossbow and something like this, it's no big deal. Matter of fact, you could have this up high, but with me, I have to have this top portion down quite a ways to almost my knees. My knees are almost sticking up, and for that, you need that because of the fact that when you're pulling your bow back, the bottom of the limb will hit this railing here. And so make sure when you're doing that, pull your bow back, make sure you're low enough. This front end on these climbers now, if you're doing a hang-on stand, it don't matter because the whole front end is open. So it doesn't matter, but on these climbers, make sure, guys, that this thing is low enough. And when you get up there, pull your bow back, make sure there's no conflicts with tree limbs or anything around you. Yeah, pretty nice stand. I mean, here's your foot. Here's where you stick your feet in. Here, as you're going up, this thing just ratchets its way on up. You need to practice with it before the season starts, so you're good at this. You're not fumbling around out there. I put on these backpack straps myself, and then I took some foam. This is the insulation foam for air conditioning or hot water pipes. I put that on there. I just split the tubing, slipped it over, and then electrical taped it. Always have this line here. You see this line right here attached? Make sure you have that on, because you can get up there and slip out and this thing will drop clear to the bottom of the tree, and then you're going to be stuck up there with just this portion. And ask me how I know that. Alright guys, here's a block here. This is, I got a little overkill. This is a little overkill here. But man, I'm telling you what, guys, I forget the name of this block right here. I got it at Tractor Supply. The critters are chewing the heck out of it. And this side action here is probably rats or rabbits. I've got rabbits coming in here too. But I'll tell you what, I've got on camera the deer are working the heck out of this thing. It was a 25-pound block. And I don't remember the name of it, but man, it smells good. It's got a lot of protein in it. And the beauty of this, they said, they don't have tons of salt in it. A lot of these people making these prefab blocks are loading them up heavy with salt because it's cheap, right? But they don't do that. They put a lot of good protein. This is the most expensive block. It was $25 for 25 pounds. There is my trophy rock there. Now what I did, I took orange jello, the dry mix with the sugar, the one with the sugar, and I sprinkled it all over that corn. And I thought I'd try it for deer. I did nothing but freak them out with that. Yeah, I freaked them out. They didn't come in here for 2 days because I got a camera sitting right here, okay, to watch every move. So every day I go and review the camera, clean it off, so we have a clean card, put it back in, and put it back on the deer. I was feeding over there originally, and the monsoons hit here. The swamp's drying up now. She's starting to dry up. It's pretty. If you go out in there, the deer always seem to come right through here, right through there. They come right through that swamp, right into here. They come right through that hole into here. Sometimes they come through here. I've got a slight little trail. Actually, you can see it right here. It's right there. It goes down and curves and goes right through that hole and in. So they come through here and they come through there. And when they come through here, they got mud all the way, black swamp muck all the way to their knees. So they're coming through some pretty gnarly stuff there. But this block, guys, I'm telling you, I'll get the name of it in case you want to go, but it was kind of a white label and it was $25. So if you go to Tractor Supply and you see it, this is the block, and it's got molasses in it, it's got all kind of good protein in it, and the deer are just loving this thing. So I got an overkill of corn here. When I dumped that, sprinkled that, they were hitting on this good. Until I put that jello on there, that orange jello, and it freaked them out. And they were gone for 2 days, and then they came back in. They couldn't stand it. They had to come back in, and they started eating that. It probably sweetened up, or there was a smell on there that they didn't like. So anyway, they're back hitting that again, and then I dumped 50 pounds here and set that block right on it. Boy, the mosquitoes are here swarming up a little bit, guys. So anyway, yeah, let's go in and check out this thing here. Let's check this camera and see what's coming in here. Alrighty, guys, what do we got here? Looks like we got 2 deer flatheads. Got 2 old flathead does. Let's click down through here. I set this camera up before dark last night. Obviously, it's still daylight. Let's see what they're doing here. She's coming over now. See, she's chewing on the block, guys. They are eating good here. Yeah, they're eating that block. I'm telling you guys, they like that. There's a lot of crude protein in there, minerals, and all kind of stuff deer like. I had an 8-point. The 8-point was on this. I haven't seen the 8-point in a long time, and they claim that this block, guys, will pull deer in from a long ways. Now, I don't know. Look at her licking her chops. She is licking her chops. Yep. Okay, looks like, oh, we're getting toward dark now. It's getting dusky. She's getting dusky. They're still on it. So they've been hanging out here a while. She's looking all around. Okay. Here I am again, talking to you guys about it. So I guess the only thing that came in, there's a Yeti. That's a Yeti right there, guys. Yep. It's a whitetail hunting Yeti. Well, that's all that came in. I'll be darned. Last night, or yesterday, and yesterday evening, a spike came in. He had about 5 or 6 inch spikes. My little short spike came in. He had like 3-inch spikes. The 8-point buck came in. A 6-point buck came in. And it seemed like his twin came in, which is an identical looking 6-point. I don't know why they didn't come back in last night. I don't know what's up with that, but the only thing that came in was the 2 does, and of course this Yeti here. Okay, well, that's it for today, guys. I gotta go up and make up the feed. I gotta go to that other yard, feed them bees. There's only 3 hives over there, and I don't know. They're not bringing in the nectar I thought they would. Of course, they were a little bit late. They're building up, and these bees I have in the back here. It's going to take about 30 pounds of sugar to hit all my bees. So I bought 100 today. That'll give me a couple rounds or so, and I will see you guys on the next one. Get out there in the woods, try to get some hunting in. It's going to get cooler here in Florida. I've been holding off all this time. Hope to get up to Gary's. He's up in Cedar Key in November, and try to get in a little pig hunting up there. So we'll see how that goes, and I will catch you guys soon on the next one. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting her on. See ya.